The fundamentals of Cardano are stronger than ever. It has now passed 3 million wallets, and we're also seeing that the daily transaction volume on Cardano is actually getting to be higher than Ethereum and Bitcoin. So its fundamentals are doing absolutely phenomenally. And by the way, all of that transaction volume is being done with less than $100,000 a day in transaction fees, when you're looking at multi-million-dollar transaction fees over on Ethereum and multi-$100,000 transaction fees cumulatively over on Bitcoin.
Welcome back to Investment Tribe, where you've subscribed because you want to learn all about cryptocurrencies, NFTs, and other digital assets. Don't forget to leave us a thumbs up and enable the notifications so you'll be alerted whenever we post a new video. And if you have any questions or recommendations, please share them in the comment section below. Today, we will talk about Cardano and why it's one of the more unique blockchains. We will discuss its real-world use cases. It's currently one of the most interesting cryptos debated among top academic scholars and is actually used to improve the current situation in some African countries. If you're focused solely on investing in meme coins and the bubble pops, Cardano will also be your best bet with their development program. Some Cardano devotees are not ashamed to tell you if you're wrong about their platform. If you say to them that Cardano is just another proof-of-stake smart contract platform like Ethereum, then prepare to be cancelled. Well, that's just a joke. But to some extent, Cardano fans can be very passionate about their favorite cryptocurrency because of its unique design, its ways of handling problems, and its outreach to impoverished countries. So let's talk about this uniqueness Cardano has. One thing is that it's very academic. What we mean by that is that they have peer-reviewed papers and proof of concepts for their network. They welcome academic scholars to test their code and find flaws and bugs. Why are they doing this, you might ask? The security of blockchain networks is always the main argument against them, so they try to show the world that they are serious about solving this problem. They're addressing real-world issues like hackers and government institutions going into the system. They're not marketing Cardano as a great network by showing a utopian fantasy. Instead, they're proving Cardano's greatness through peer-reviewed papers and mathematics. Cardano employs the proof-of-stake system. We have a video discussing how proof-of-stake works and differs from Bitcoin's proof-of-work method. But to summarize real quick, it's the method where validators or miners validate new transactions to be put in the ledger. If others confirm that the transaction you put in is legitimate, you will be rewarded for your work. But the thing is, these miners are picked based on several factors. One major qualification you need to have is that you need to stake a portion of your coins first, and you cannot use these coins for the time being. The chances of you getting picked are proportional to how much you stake. This method discourages scammers who will ruin a ledger, and it also avoids many validators doing the same work by picking just one, thus saving energy. Now, let's discuss why Cardano has a unique proof-of-stake method. Remember that you need to increase your stake coins to have a higher chance of getting picked to validate, right? There's a feature for this system called delegating, wherein a group of investors will pool their coins and give them to a single validator. This bumps the chances of this single investor being picked, and when it gets rewarded, the investors shall get a percentage based on the number of coins they pooled. This is like you're paying someone to do the work for you. Cardano also has this delegating feature, but the investor will not lose their money if the validator puts in a fraudulent transaction. This is very different from Polkadot, where all pooled coins will be gone. So how does Cardano keep the system honest? One thing is that they limit the amount of pooled coins. It levels the playing field for single miners and delegators. Another thing is that when you delegate, your coins are still within your custody, so they can easily pull out their coins once they're not earning transaction fees. This provides a system of checks and balances on pool operators to make sure they'll still receive income. The technical reasoning behind this is that with Cardano, pools are formed on-chain, while with other networks, they are created off-chain. To further explain, here's an analogy. With other blockchains, it's like when you want to marry somebody and you will find the person outside the chapel, you two will arrange the wedding plans. Then you get married. It's a weird analogy, but bear with us. With Cardano, as people are walking down the aisle, that's the only time you decide if you want to get married. And after you exchange vows, you two are only committed to a one-night stand. Okay, so it really is a weird analogy. But we hope you get the essence. Now, let's talk about the humanitarian side of Cardano. Many other cryptocurrencies are claiming to help developing countries, but Cardano's one of the few ones we can see the results and make progress. One of which is that they secured a deal with Ethiopian government's Ministry of Education to put academic credentials and grades on the blockchain. This makes the data well secured and authenticated, and at the same time allows users to have control over their identity. So anyone out there who is trying to fake a diploma by picking a random country in Africa, be careful not to choose Ethiopia because it is now backed by blockchain technology. Haskell is the programming language choice of IOHK, or Input-Output Hong Kong, the creators of Cardano. So it's no surprise that they organize Haskell programming lessons in Barbados. Not only that, but once the students graduate from these classes, IOHK will continue to assist them by finding venture capitalists who will fund their projects and applications. Another major project from Cardano is developing a device that would make it possible to make cryptocurrency payments without the internet. In impoverished countries, network infrastructures are pretty lacking, and the internet is not available everywhere. That's why they came up with a solution of using a hardware security module, or HSM, to perform encryption and authentication. These devices have the power to transfer the keys of digital assets to another without connecting to a network. This is huge! Just imagine transacting cryptocurrencies wherever you are, even in the middle of the desert or deep within the jungle. The last project we will share with you is Emirgo, Cardano's commercial venture arm for development in Africa. As we all know, fraud and corruption are massive problems in third world countries. But with blockchain technology, this might be solved little by little. And Cardano is also spearheading the movement by allowing physical goods to be tracked on the blockchain. With the technology security and authentication system, it will enable people to verify each transaction very quickly because everything will be stored in decentralized and immutable ledgers. But we have to talk about the other side of the coin. Pun intended. Cardano might have many great projects and campaigns for the success of developing countries, but there are some setbacks that it needs to face. One of these is the United States Infrastructure Bill. It has unclear legislation regarding proof-of-stake cryptocurrency nodes, requiring them to KYC, or know your clients, because they give out interests even though that's not possible. Because of this, digital brokers like eToro have prevented United States citizens from trading Cardano on their platform. Until this bill is not sorted out, many will not be able to trade the cryptocurrency and access its great innovations. It's funny to think that while Americans are restricted from trading Cardano, Ethiopians are freely dealing away with theirs with no government interventions whatsoever. To summarize, Cardano has many huge projects, and many of them aim to make the world better. They made possible the thought that these coins are not just for transactions, profits, and hypes, but also for helping poor people. Cardano is like the maverick of crypto world. They're against the waves. Who knows, maybe they will lead the pack in the future. However, there are still many problems to address here before they fully implement these innovations. So we will surely keep watching Cardano. That's all for today's video. Do you think Cardano will be the leading cryptocurrency of the future? Let us know in the comments. We will keep you updated on any major updates for this coin, so stay tuned for that. Well, that's all for now. This is Investment Tribe. See you again tomorrow. Keep in mind to like, share, and subscribe.